Good evening. Welcome back. Hopefully, if you've been following along, you already know what I'm doing here. If not, my name is Andrea Trischan, and I have been talking to everyone about my litigation case with the Phoenix Suns and Mercury. Tonight, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my background, which is important because they said that one of the reasons why they said that I fired me is because I was never qualified for the job in the first place, despite the fact that I went through 4 rounds of interviews and had to create a project to get that job. Also, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what a performance improvement plan is, when it should be handed out to an employee, and how you appropriately document that because my former boss, who was the head of HR, did not. Very interesting. I'm also going to talk to you about another colleague. Well, he wasn't ever my colleague, but he used to work at that organization. I'm going to read you the post that he put on LinkedIn about 2 years ago. And we never worked together. I don't know who this man is and how his story oddly changed. But before we get into all of that, I want to say again why I am doing this. For me, this is not about embarrassing anybody. This is not even about money at this point in any time. For me, this is about accountability. You have a whole professional basketball organization that has done nothing but tell lies, rumors, and gossip about me. And I'm going to read you a quote and talk to you about why, if you are the head of communications for a professional basketball team, the quotes that you put out and release to the newspapers should be accurate. Because you don't want to get sued for defamation, libel, and slander. And I will show you what an appropriate response would have looked like. But these people were so hell-bent on destroying me, my self-esteem, my career, and they thought that because they're so powerful with all their resources that this would never get this far. I would never be heard. I would continue to be quiet, and I'm doing anything but that. But before we get into all of that good stuff, I want to talk to you guys about life. I think right now in 2026, what we're seeing is a complete shame. I'm not going to go into any specifics, but for me, the main people I want to talk to are young people. I'm 40 years old. So millennials, Gen X, yeah, we'll talk later. But younger millennials and people that are a part of Gen Z and people that are part of Gen Alpha growing up in this nonsense, I need you to know that there are actually competent leaders in the room who care about you and your futures. I want you to know that you should never let anybody shit on you, make you feel bad about yourself. And when that does happen, you should always stand up for yourself and others. I also want you to know that you should never surround yourself with people who don't believe in your dreams. Fake friends, fake family members, people that will stab you in the back when given the chance for money, which we'll be talking about that as well. How that all ties in 2026 and other legal proceedings that are taking place that I'll be speaking more about that speaks to the corruption that goes on here in Phoenix, Arizona. But if you have friends that don't ever hype you up when you talk about your dreams and your goals, kick those people to the side. They're not worth being in your life. If you have friends that talk about you behind your back but won't say those same things to your face, kick those people to the curb. When you have people that try to deter you from your hard work, your hard efforts, or if they are in secret competition with you, you need to make sure you kick those people to the curb. Those types of friends will be the ones that come around and stab you in the back, talk about you, help other people ruin your life, compete with you, and tear you down to get your spot, to get a promotion, to get something. The people that you surround yourself with should love you for who you are, support you when you're at your lowest, and hype you up and cheer you on when you need to be hyped up and cheered on. And if you yourself are not that type of friend where you can't do that for the people in your life and your friends, you should really try to work on that and fix that and work on being a better human being. I think in 2026, everyone needs to start working on being a better human being. We would not be in the situations that we're in now and what we're going to be in the future if people worked on better being human beings and taking care of their own mental health. But on to the next episode. Hope to see you there. Bye.